Welcome into my garden. So this is my dragon fruit. It died back on me this year during winter time when I kept it outside, but now it's regrowing again. So this is my dragon fruit. So you got American beauty on it and pitaya. So this is my nashi pear that I got last year, bare rooted. This is how the plant looks. So that's one of them. The one behind, I think it says cherry tree, grown from seed from last year. We just pruned it back so we keep it short. That's all the nashi pear tree. The bare rooted one bought from last year. Alright, new growth this year. Hopefully it should flower next year for me. And this is my jujube one. Jujube tree. Jujube Dung. In Bangladeshi they call it boroi gas. Out of all the flowers I've got one fruit set. Can you believe it? So this is a fruit. This is how the fruit looks. So out of all the flowers I can only see one fruit. Well, at least it's producing flowers for me. It's done well this year. I'm happy with the new growth. This branch is a new growth. Gone down. That's my bonsai olive tree. Got some fruit on it. Pea-sized fruit. Look at that. My Bangladeshi lemon that I survived from last year. You can see on my previous videos that I've done how it had a root problem on it, and I took all the soil off, put it in perlite, and it germinated 3 sprouts for me. And these are the 3 sprouts that are still alive. It's growing though. It's got new growth on it. See what happens. So this is my lily pilly plant from last year. It was a proper seedling. Now this plant got massive. It took over. It's gone massive. Hopefully, inshallah, it starts flowering for me next year. Well, it'll be good for me. At least it'll cross pollinate with my rose apple and java apple if they flower as well. So it's because it's a similar kind of flowers, same family as well. So hopefully it'll help my plants for pollination wise. So this is my other mango seedling from last year, 1 year old. That's how it looks. Got new growth at the top. Growing. My soursop seedling from last year that Louise gave me, 3 seeds, and I germinated 3 seeds, and I've got 3 plants. So this is one of them, and the other 2 are inside the polyton. I'll show you in a bit. That's my tangerine seedling. I've brewed that from seed as well. It's a Asda variety one. So that's quite big. It's a 1 year old seedling. This germinated 1 year or 2 year old, I think. I think it's 2 years old because it germinated the year before and we just left it. And these are my 2 pan plants that I saved. The videos on my playlist, how I recovered them when my mate got it from Bangladesh and it was proper dead, and re-alived them by putting it under grow light. And I'll show you as well what compost I use, and it is working for me. Look, you can see how healthy the plant is. Mashallah, the plants are doing well. And these are my bottle gourds. So that's one of them. The temperature's gone very cold at night now. It's 10 degrees. Night temperature has dropped, so the fruit won't grow now. So at least overall I've got 3, so I'm happy with it, to be honest. That's quite big. Look, it's massive. It's not small, it's massive, this. Mashallah, it's doing good. And I've got this one, a round bottle gourd. All these, I think they're gone stung from the cold, because the night temperature has dropped. It's not growing properly unless I put them in a bag. But I've got loads of flowers are opening soon, so like this. Show you, there's flowers are opening like that today, but I don't reckon they'll work because the temperature's gone cold. So it's doing alright. Still growing though, it's not dead yet. So see what happens. And this is my sweet pumpkin plant. I have this one fruit already. Now the plant's dying. I think it's over 7 months old now. But I've got last fruit left. It's quite big size fruit. So mashallah, it's doing alright. Gonna be harvesting this soon anyway, so give it some more when it's ready. And these are my aubergine plants. They just started to flower now. These are from overwintered from last year, and they just started to flower now. Northwest is hard to grow aubergine because of the weather's not that good. Yeah, it's hard. It's like the south is more better. This is my guava plant, grown from seed. Got new growth. It had a flower bud on it, fell off. Unless my cat snapped it off. I don't know what it did. It just fell off one day. But hopefully it's a sign saying that it is flowering, but it's not producing that much flower yet. But that's grown from seed, and it's gonna be 6 years old next year. So all the new growth. And these are my fig trees. Turkey fig. So that's how it looks. Got some fruit on it. Right. See it? Fruits. Fruit. It's got a couple of fruit on it. Don't know if they're gonna be ready. But see what happens. So that's done well this year. New growth. That's my lemon seedling, or lemon tree now. It's 6 years old, grown from seed, and it's just growing and growing. No sign of flower buds. So it's like that, guys. If you grow anything from seed, it takes 10 years. But if you're lucky, then you might see a flower bud on it. But if you're not, it takes more than 10 years to flower. Or it might not. No one knows. So it might flower next year. See what happens. This is my Guava plant. I've changed it from last year. It was in a big pot. It was dying. Re-rooted it. It's on my playlist, Guava. Check it out, you can see what I've done. So this is going massive now. It's a herbal plant. It's mostly for diabetic people, I think. So that's doing well. So that's growing. And there you go. That's my Bangladeshi lemon tree that re-alive this year because he was dying from dieback. So it's still dying back. But these are the two new growth that he produced from the shoots. So hopefully, see what happens with this. That's the thing about Bangladeshi lemon trees. They die. If you overwater them, they die. If you underwater them, they die. I can't figure it out just yet how to look after them. But I'm trying this air pot out. See if it does anything. So I've got two of my Bangladeshi lemons in air pot and them pots. See how they cope. This is my persimmon tree. Got new shoots. So that's the graft there. And these are all the new branches over the new graft. No flower buds this year. Hopefully next year on the new branches I'll get flower buds. And this is how it looks. This is my pomegranate tree grown from seed. This is not producing flowers at all. 6 years, I think it's six years old. And there's no sign of flower buds at all. So just let us see what happens. It's in an air pot as well. So let's see what happens. And this is my mango tree, guys, from last year, 1 year old. You see the difference between the other mango tree and this one. I thought that was a polyembryonic one, but it turned out to be a normal one. As you can see, this tree shoots. I thought that was polyembryonic when it was inside the soil, but it wasn't. It's in an air pot as well. And mashallah, this plant has done very well. It is hard to keep a mango tree alive because of the root rot during winter time, and I've showed on my video what I did to keep it alive, but I don't know, if you follow it, it might work for you, it might not. So it's 50-50 chance, but it has worked for me, what I've done. And look at all the new growth. It's Amrupali mango seedling. This supposed to be a dwarf variety one, so that's why it looks like a bonsai tree. So hopefully, if I could keep it alive for 3 years, I might get fruit out of it. But you can see the difference though, of 1 year growth. It's massive than the other mango tree, other mango seedling I've got the same year. But it's done well, mashallah. There you go, that's my Bangladeshi totem plant, Kosumura, that grew last year. It's still alive though, I kept it alive. Look, new flowers. The leaves are massive on it. It's not small, it's massive, look. Massive leaves. And it's the purple variety one. So that's doing alright this year. This is my other nashi pear that I got last year, bare rooted. That's in an air pot as well. The other two are in fabric pots, and this is the small one put in an air pot, so the root could develop. It's branched out. Alright. And this is my rose apple, guys. In Bangladesh, they call it gulab jam. It's the yellow fruit. Hopefully it is the yellow fruit. That's what I told my mate to get from Bangladesh, and when he got it from me. And this is, I've posted a video on my playlist. You'll see how it was, how I repotted it, and now look at the growth. Mashallah, it's done well. It's gone bushy. It's gone massive and bushy. Inshallah, it flowers for me next year. And hopefully the other lily pilly one, the cherry plant, flowers as well. I could cross pollinate each other. So this is the rose apple one. In Bangladesh they call it gulab jam, the yellow one. If you YouTube gulab jam or rose apple, you see it, it's a yellow fruit. So this is the yellow fruit variety one, and this is the one that I've done the cutting on. This is the Java apple, or they call it wax apple. It's the rose. It looks like a bell apple. It looks like a bell shape. But this is the red variety one. So I've grown this from cutting. I showed you on my video, and this is how it looks. So I had it from January. It's done quite good. Hopefully, trying to make the branches thick, and hopefully it starts flowering for me next year. So I've got this flower and the rose apple flower and the lily pilly flower are the same family flower, so they could each cross-pollinate each other. So see what happens. Inshallah it flowers for me next year. So now this is my Thai Pomelo, ruby red Pomelo. It's gonna big this. I had to put a stake in so I could lift all the branches up instead of sagging down. He has flowered, but I don't know if the fruit's gonna sit on me. The bumblebee or wasp doing all the pollination, but I don't know, see what happens. If it's not ready yet, if it's not ready, if it's ready, it's ready. So see what happens if it flowers for me. So this is my ruby red Thai Pomelo tree. It's done well. And there you go guys, that's my papaya. Get it out, I'll show you. There you go, that's my papaya, grown from seed last year. So you got 2 branches here. There's a big one here. I've got another one above the polytunnel, I'll show you in a bit. So it's 40 centimeters tall now. That's 400 millimeters, and it's done alright. Kept it alive. It was hard though, it was hard to keep it alive, but kept it alive. Remember, check guys, it's in an airport, so if I do overwater it, it doesn't cause root rot. It saves it by root rot, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm putting all my tropical plants in airports. I'm just trying things out, airports and fabric pots, to see if I could keep them alive. So this is my papaya. That's grown from seed. It's a tropical one. So that's one of them, yeah. And there you go. That's my orange tree, navel orange tree. All these you see been cross-pollinated with my pomelo flower. So I don't know if they're gonna set. See what happens. But it's fully loaded with flower buds all over. Fully loaded flower buds. And see if any fruit sets. The ones that set before they dropped off because I left outside, and I don't know. I think the rain was, the pot got too wet and the fruit got yellow and dropped off. So see what happens. See if they're set. These are my pan plants from last year, just kept outside. So there's a video on my playlist from last year. These are the ones, they're still alive guys, they're not dead yet. Just kept it there. The ones that I've repotted from a big pot to a small pot and kept it alive. And these are my Toron plants from last year. There's a video on my playlist, Toron. Check it out. So still alive, they're doing well, mashallah. So that's one, and that's my dragon fruit. My cat broke my other 2 branches. I posted a video on. I'm trying to root them, so see what happens. So this year I don't know where I'm going to keep them, inside the polytunnel. I might keep them inside the house, because I left the other one outside last year. The cold just froze the stem of it and it caused root rot. Not root rot, like it rot the stem because of the cold. So it's it's not, to be honest, it's not designing. You're not supposed to grow them in the UK, it's hard because of the weather, but I'm trying my best to see if I could do it, see what happens, see if it flowers for me next year, if I could keep that branch still alive. And show you what's inside a small puzzle. I've got a cucumber plant out here, so cucumber there, mashallah, is growing. I think I harvest 4 altogether, 4 or 5 from this, but I've got some growing. So this is, it's dying time and it's cold. See if it produces more fruit, so we got fruits coming on here. Because of the weather, night temperatures to 10 degrees. That's not working. See what happens? Got this cucumber inside here. This year, I don't know chilies. Doesn't work for me this year. So, on top of my polytunnel, there's more of the papaya. Airport. That's a jackfruit seedling. It's still alive, this. Jackfruit seedling. Mango, the other mango. If you see my playlist, mango playlist, you'll see that one. That's a year old, but it's not doing well. I'm not putting no thingy on this. I'm not looking after that one properly. There's my nagamorish tree. Got one naga on it, but it's not. This year, all my flowers on my chili plants, they've got no powder, and it hasn't worked for me. Don't know why. So that's the thing about this year. There's my trellis. They're fully loaded. So that's my top of my polytunnel. Now let's go inside my polytunnel. Look how it looks. Plant this year. You might hear some buzzing noise, guys. That's my pump at the back for my hydroponic chili plant, naga chili plant. So there you go. That's my I think it's scorpion. I've got some chili set on it. I've got some flowers opened up on it. See it? I've got some fruit here. There. So hopefully at least I'll get one chili this year. I mean, a couple of chili from one plant this year. This is my Italian sweet pumpkin, Misty Kumra. But he died on me in the summertime, then he came back alive. Look how he came back alive. He gave a new shoot here. He came back alive. I'm gonna see if I could keep it alive during winter time and see if I could produce a fruit out of it. So that's my Italian pumpkin that Bushra gave me, Tommy and Garden from. She gave me the seed, and this is a plant. There you go. That's my banana plant, guys. That's in an airport as well. But I think the roots come out from the airport, and it's got inside that box. And it's got a baby pup on it as well. You see it? So see, I kept it there last year during winter time, but it was still alive. So see what happens this year. But this is going massive as well. And this is my bottle gourd. See if I can get any fruit from this one. It's flowering. Yeah, it's flowering. There are some fruit developing. I don't know if they're gonna grow yet. There. You see it? There. So I don't know if they're gonna grow yet. See what happens. Flowers are opening up. These are my dragon fruit. These are how I root my dragon fruit. Put my dragon fruit inside the soil, roots it. That's how I root them now. My other dragon fruit in the pot, that's gone all over. Look, it's climbed all over everywhere. Everywhere you can see it. Just everywhere. This is a lemon tree seedling. Was the cutting I put inside the ground. You see it's in the ground. And it's just growing and growing this. But it's a seed because it's grown from seed. It won't flower yet. It'll take ages to flower. So, and there you go. There's my aloe vera plant that I cut off last year and repotted it, and it's still alive, guys. It's not dead yet. Look, it's still alive. I've got a pomegranate tree as well here in the ground. So that's doing alright. There's dragon fruit cutting. That's a yellow variety one. I'm trying to make it big, then I'm going to cut it off, I'm going to reroot it again. These are my other two soursop seedlings that Louise gave me, the seeds, and I grew it. These are that's how them two looking. Got in. That's my Logan plant. New growth started. That's Fazli mangoes I'm growing. I've posted a video how I did it, and that's how it's looking. New stems, look. Another dragon fruit cutting, and that's my Java wax apple cutting, guys. I posted a video already. You've seen one outside. That's the next one. It's gone massive, hasn't it? Look, you can see it. It's gone massive. From a cutting, and it's been from January, and it's rooted. I think it rooted around May or March time, and that's how it looks now in August, near end of August or middle of August. So that's one of them there, and that's the other one. So altogether, I've got 5 cuttings. So that's the other one, and that's my hydroponic Naga chili. I had to chop it down because it was full of aphids. Let's see if it's not dead yet, but I'm gonna see if it rebranches again, because it was full of aphids, and plus when it was hot weather, I think the plant got stressed and it affected it. So I just cut it down. But see what happens with this one. This is another pumpkin plant that I've got. Maybe if I could grow that any pumpkin this winter. This is I was playing with it this year. Another banana tree. There's my other cutting, Java apple, wax apple cutting. So you got one outside, one here. That's 2. There's 3. 4. So you seen it, yeah? And that's your 5th one. That's the small one, the last one that rooted. I've got 5 cuttings altogether. Out of 6 cuttings that I got from the person from Sri Lanka, I rooted 5 of them. So this is my Jujube Dung. I don't know if Louise and Brett's, I don't know how their Jujube Dung's looking, but mine's doing alright, I think. It's gone bushy. It's not small. I know the leaf, but the leaves everything's gonna drop in winter time anyway, so I'd rather make it branch out. But Jujube, they lose the leaves during winter time. Then when summer comes, it comes back up. You get new growth in it, so that's how it looks. That's my jackfruit seedling, guys. You see one above the polytunnel? and that's inside the ponytail. So that's how the other jack, we got another branch coming out here. So this is how that's looking, and this is my other banana plant. I got a banana, and these are all my pops from last year. All my banana pops from last year. And this is the experiment I'm doing this year. Winter hydroponic melons, see if I could do it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it does, it does. Something to do during winter time. So I hope you enjoyed my video, guys. And I hope you got interested in what I'm growing. Inshallah, I hope my plants do well and they start flowering for me next year. So thank you for watching my video, everyone. Allah Hafiz. See you later. Bye.